Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Apple Hospitality REIT. I've been talking about a lot of REITs today. A lot of stuff was down yesterday. Some other stocks down today. All the REITs seems like they're kicking ass today. So here's Apple Hospitality REIT, ticker APLE. Don't get it confused with Apple, the phone company, and which is AAPL, but this is Apple Hospitality REIT, 56% buy. You can see what it's done here over the last year, up 96%. You could have bought it probably lower back in March. You could have got it in May for $7.49, and then it had a nice run up and then came back down, and ever since then it's just been on a staircase on up. I haven't bought any of this one in a while. I've been holding this one for quite a while. As you can see, my cost basis is a little bit above of what it currently is. Should have bought this dip, but I wasn't watching it first thing this morning. But maybe we'll get another one here. We'll see what the market does. But again, if you don't know what this one is, it's a REIT. It's a real estate investment trust. Feel free to pause and go over that information. Been around since 2007. $3.5 billion market cap. Kind of small volume of 2 million, but that's pretty average on a REIT. Dividend is 0.07 and 56% buy on this one. Here's a look at their earnings. Looks like they've done well on their earnings. Here's a snapshot of my, looks like they might have decreased their dividend. We'll be able to figure that out here in a moment. But 39 shares, I'm going to have to look into that now. It looks like it's showing a penny here, so. But I bought some of this one, looks like back in April of last year for $9.75, and so you can see what it's done since then. So it's been a pretty good return. So it was pretty volatile, running up pretty good. So tried one at $8.99, that didn't fill, and then got this one at $9.75. So it's quite a difference in one day. So it looks like this one has not paid a dividend for a while. So it looks like they were paying, yeah, that's what I thought, 10 cents per share, 10 cents. So pre-pandemic, they've been paying 10 cents pretty consistently. So as you can see, I've had mine for a while here. Actually got into it, wow, back at $17. That was back when it was really inflated, so. But I've continued to hold this one and get the dividends. I didn't know they had cut back and not paid on their dividends, but maybe it'll come back here. So I did a video on NRZ this morning. I don't have any realty income. I keep thinking about that one, but haven't. I have quite a bit of AT&T. They've been doing great here lately, and AGNC. I did a video about them in the past and need to do an update on that one as well. But back to APLE. If you have this one, go ahead and leave it in the comments. That would be interesting to know. But MSN has it currently a buy, and I'm going to have to watch that dividend and see if we can get that going back up and research that a little bit more. But here's what Wall Street expects from Apple Hospitality REIT earnings report, and this is just dated on the 4th. So they reported earnings from last quarter. Wall Street analysts are expecting losses per share of 13 cents. Apple Hospitality REIT releases figures for the most recent quarter on May 6th. In terms earnings per share, 3 analysts are predicting losses of 13 cents per share as opposed to losses of 1 penny per share in the same quarter of the previous last year. Analysts are expecting sales to decrease 36.23 compared to the prior year, and expected to report 151.8 million. Apple Hospitality REIT Earnings Snapshot. This is dated on the 6th, so kind of some more about the earnings. Funds from operations of 8.7 million or 4 cents per share in the period. And again, this kind of goes over some revenue on Q1. Just stated again on the 6th. So again, some of the same information, just on a different website. So feel free to pause, and I'll just slowly scroll through, and you can read the rest of the information. We pretty much highlighted all of it already. Shares have added about 20.8% since the beginning of the year versus the S&P's 500 gain of 11%. What's next for Apple Hospitality? The question that comes to investors' mind is, what's next for the stock? There are no easy answers on this key question, but one reliable measure that can keep investors at rest, that is the company's FFO outlook. Not only does this include current consensus expectations for the coming quarters, but also how these expectations have changed lately. And feel free to pause and read through the rest there for yourself. It just kind of goes over some ratings. Will be interesting to see how estimates from the coming quarters and current fiscal year change in the days ahead. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one, and I hadn't looked at this one for a while, so I thought they were paying their dividend. They just started back, but they haven't been paying it for a while. And this kind of goes over the earnings call transcript, dated on May 7th. Again, you can find that on Seeking Alpha. Those are pretty lengthy. We discuss why Apple Hospitality REIT CEO compensation may be closely reviewed. This is also dated on the 7th. So it's talking about some bears' responsibility for this. Shares will be interested in what the board has to say. The turning point around at the next on May 13th of 2021, which is today. So I'll have to do some more research on this one and see if that information is released. This kind of goes over some salary and see if we can get that dividend boosted up like it was before. Over to Reddit, see if we can find any updated information here. I'll check out StockTwits. So again, the 52-week low of 714, a high of 1608. So if you'd have got in and got out, you could have doubled your money. See if we can find any good juicy details here in StockTwits. And if you have Apple Hospitality, go ahead and leave that in the comments, as well as if you have any other REITs. I talked about NRZ earlier, new residential investment. I talked about PSEC earlier, Prospect Capital, and NLY Capital Management. They're all pretty high-paying REITs, and they're a little bit better than Apple Hospitality here. This is saying the stock is dead. I might have to watch this one for another month or two. If they don't bring up the dividend, might be parting ways with this one. So, but like I said, if you have this one or any other favorite REITs, go ahead and list that in the comments, and that way we can all compare notes. And Tip Ranks currently has it at 15.23, a moderate buy with an upside of 10% at $16.80, high of 19, low of 15. But that's all that I have on Apple Hospitality REIT. I'll continue to hold mine, and if I can get a dip, I might buy one like this, get it under 15, and lower my cost basis a little bit. And if they don't bring back the dividend, might be parting ways with this one. So it's been good in the past, prior pandemic, but I'm not going to leave it set here and just grab a penny, so we'll have to wait and see when they pay on this one again. But if you have any other information on this one, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and smash that like button if you haven't already, and hit the subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell so you're notified when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.